Okay, so I told a work story on the other account, so now I probably better tell one on this account. Okay, so like I said in the last one, I was very involved at my college at one point in my life, and I was eating heroic doses of mushrooms daily. Okay, so I was working construction for my dad and my grandpa, and we were working on a big ass house down at Lake Panorama. And I was carrying 1x10s from where they'd been dropped off at the garage down to the bottom to be used for some kind of trim. And we were subcontracting there, so there was another crew of carpenters there that were working for a guy by the name of Bill Priestley. And there is this dude that was fairly new working for Bill. And this dude was ripping like 2x12s or 2x10s down to like, 1x3s or something like that. He was cutting them on a table saw. With the table saw, you push the board with your hand. Well, I'm tripping, but I see this dude's got his thumb incredibly close to the blade, and I'm like, hey, homeboy, you might want to watch out with that. You do not want to get your finger that close to the blade. And the dude was like, whatever, man. So I kept, picking up loads of wood and carrying it down to the other part of the job site. And I come back up, and I seen dude just go zoop. And he took the thumb clean off, and then he's looking at it, minus the thumb, and the blood's just going psh, 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 out of that. And I'm like, direct pressure, bro. And the dude looked white, and the dude hit the ground. So I started screaming, man down! Dude cut his fucking finger off! And everybody comes running, and they're like, what the fuck happened? And I'm like, the dude cut his finger off. And they're like, where the fuck is it? And I'm like, I don't know. So if you guys have ever seen like Trainspotting and seen the scene where the dude's like swimming in the toilet looking for the suppository, it was like that except with sawdust. I'm digging through this sawdust with blood and shit looking for dude's thumb. And we did find it eventually after like a long time of looking for it. It had been in the gears. It had gotten all chewed up and they didn't reattach it. So that's another work story. I do not condone or recommend going to work on heroic doses. I did it for years, but I don't recommend that for most people, especially not working carpentry, because there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong and it could happen to you doing that. I'm lucky that it never happened to me. But I mean, I did get hurt and stuff. But I think that more than anything, like that story I told you the last time, I think the shrooms warned me, so I was kind of ready to ride the side of that chimney down. FTF 030.